So the first thing, right, when I zoom out and I look at the daily time frame, we opened up the week here, right? We're going to start with the beginning of the week, right? We opened up the week down here at these lows, right? Let's just start with the idea of what the market created to open the week. Well, we opened the week with almost a 200-point gap up, right? That was my first sign to say that, okay, somebody's very interested in buying price, right? And then that was followed by an aggressive daily candle on Monday, right? So what can I take from this? Well, for me, moving forward, the first thing is whenever we have these gaps, right, I need to pay attention to what the market does to close the day in relationship to the gap. If the market closes with no wick on the bottom, essentially virtually barely any wick at the top, it's a good chance the market's not going to come back down and fill this gap, right? And if it is going to come down and fill this gap, it needs to break structure first, right? And I think my thought process was it wasn't that I wanted to be right, but I thought that I was right, right? So I thought that by Wednesday, us traveling above this fast, right, would bring us a retracement, a strong retracement back toward this end wall. And sometimes your thought process and your analysis, although I'm not forcing myself to be correct, that thought process and that analysis can get in the way of what true price action is already doing, right? The big thing here is live price action trumps everything, right? So my analysis, I'm not going to just stop doing my analysis every week. Of course, I'm going to continue to do it. My analysis works, right? Because if we were to turn back on my top-down analysis levels, literally the market ended right where I said it would end on the S&P, not the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was in between the two levels. But if you go back and watch the top-down analysis video, and then you compare it to where we are, I was correct, but I need to be correct in my trading of that analysis. Meaning, if the analysis is toward the bullish side, right, and I'm looking for a certain target, okay, well, until the market breaks structure, then I should be looking for longs targeting that target. Okay, there we go.